You know, after this debacle, you might have thought, well, what will they do next? We're talking, of course, about Harry and Meghan. And the debacle that they've had is this. This is their brand new show from Netflix, of course, Polo, executive produced by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan. Yes, that's a message for you, as I told you recently. Couldn't decide on exactly how they wanted to put things together. You get the picture. But moving forward, literally, as this deal sort of teeters towards the inevitable end, and it really does have to be that, doesn't it? Because I don't know about you, I'm not gloating on this, but I can't see really where the audience is for Polo. You know, if they'd have picked a sport like maybe, I don't know, detail the career of his one-time friend David Beckham, that may have worked, but they didn't. But what's interesting now is there are bigger problems afoot for Meghan Markle's cooking show. That's right. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. We're still out in the rain. Well, I'm undercover, as you can see. I've had to find a nice spot. But, it's terrible, though. But it is winter, as people say. You have to remember that, don't you? We are in the grips now of winter, November. It's not my... What's your favourite month of the year? I would say probably mine is March. I'd love to know, actually. Do share it with each other. I tell you why I like March, because of the spring, the daffodils, the sort of sign of new life, Mad March hair, that's it. You know what I mean? It just seems more positive, doesn't it? Things are coming back alive, coming out of hibernation. Well, maybe you and I, but not totally, I suppose. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. Now, this is a fascinating thing, this, isn't it, when you look at it? There is Meghan once again pictured in a glossy mag, telling us all about how family's important, cooking, dealings, all that sort of stuff. Now, I don't know about you, you kind of think, well, if you saw some life of family, you might kind of believe Meghan Markle's very, very much PR'd thing. There she is, of course, hands in. And is it just me, but when somebody's that thin, do you truly believe they're that into cooking? At least with Nigella Lawson, she's a curvy girl, and you kind of get the feeling she tucks into the puds. Am I right, ladies? You know, nothing wrong with that either. But I like that. You know, you kind of look and think, yeah, you look like you eat them. Meghan looks like she just stares at them and says, I'm full. Whichever way, it's not a good look. And this is a problem now with Netflix, because there's a big, big problem over in their deal. And this is because even now the show is going to be coming out next year. Remember, this is going to be nearly 9 months in the making. Well, the problem is this, that Meghan Markle simply can't decide what she wants to call it. You see, Netflix and their production team, as ever allegedly, simply want to title it At Home with Meghan. Now, given the fact that we don't know At Home with Meghan's like, because we've only seen snapshots of her, of course, with the likes of Prince Harry juggling things outside the window, it's not necessarily the best look. They also think that if you just use your name and title, then that really should draw in an audience. Meghan, though, is looking for something rather more fanciful, a little bit like the American Riviera Orchard thing. You know, At Home with Meghan, cooking, companionship, and, of course, the usual thing of family and gardening. They realise this is going to open them to a catastrophic, coin of phrase, problem. But Meghan is insistent that as executive producer, she knows best and exactly what her fans would want. Yes, fans. And for now, this has really hit a bit of a stalemate. Not only are the problems trying to sell the add-ons for the show, which is not yet completed. That is, of course, the branding, stuff like that. But what you will have, if they don't get it going very quickly, is some kind of lackluster cooking show where you can't buy anything and it's simply Meghan cooking. But as apparently she's pointed out to sources close inside the camp, would that be a problem? Because people really just want to watch her. Well, will you? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.